Alabama will have their fourth quarter program starting at the back end of January. It's when guys get together and basically just put in the work. It's kind of like the start of the new season. One guy that we want to start out with is Jaheim Oatis. You look at Jaheim Oatis, and as a freshman, he came in, and right there's that old adage that freshmen don't play at Alabama, but he played. And so did a lot of guys. I mean, we see that every single year. But 6'5", 350 pounds. He's a freshman. Did a lot of work on his body, really got himself ready to be, called on when he was needed. And you look to the season that he put together, 29 total tackles, 10 of those solo, 19 assisted. Let's talk about Jaheim Oatis a little bit here, Clint, and kind of spotlight this young man.
Well, I think the first thing that stands out about him, I guess the first thing would be his sheer size. I mean, he's massive, but he was a lot more massive, I guess is the way to put it. When he first got to Alabama, he was north of 400 pounds. And I think that the first indication to us that this guy is going to be ready to contribute in year one was the fact that he worked so hard and had put such an emphasis on losing the weight that the coaching staff asked him to. I mean, that's a substantial amount of weight to go from 400 plus to 342, I think is what he was listed at. I think he might have even ended the season south of 340. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I did speak to someone that said that he did get under 340, but that's just, I mean, that's 70, 80 pounds. And that's not easy in the amount of time that he did it. And not only did he do that, but he also, some of the explosiveness, like he was already a very athletic player, a surprisingly athletic player for a guy who was 400 pounds, 400 plus pounds in high school. You see him lose, 70 plus pounds, and now he's even more explosive and he's even more dynamic as far as, being able to push the pocket. And, he's kind of got still has the look of like a space eating, run stopping, interior defensive lineman, but he's also a really big athletic mover. Great first step quickness. Like I said, he can push the pocket. And I'm excited. I don't think he'll ever get north of like 60% of the snaps. He's still a big guy. So kind of like Jordan Davis, who was a very impactful player when he was in there. You still don't want to give that guy 70% snap share, like you've seen from some Alabama defensive linemen. But the fact that he was a true freshman, I mean, he was dominant against Kansas State in the bowl game. And I think he continued to get better throughout the year. And just a very encouraging player, for a defense that needs guys like that to stop the run.
Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson. Thank you very much for watching this video. Check out our other related content right here on Bama Insider. Be sure and like and subscribe, inching closer to 100,000 subscribers right here on Bama Insider.